I want to start really with a quote from Dr. Bill Jenkins, president of the system. He was up here last week. I'm so grateful to him and our colleagues in Baton Rouge because they have really taken to heart the fact that the LSU system has to be committed to the northwest part of the state, Shreveport-Bossier in particular. So Dr. Jenkins has come up here many times, and he and the LSU Dean of Engineering were here for 2 days last week, Wednesday and Thursday. And then the three of us went around and we talked to the Strategic Action Council, the Committee of 100, 3 chambers of commerce, and the Northwest Louisiana Manufacturers Association. Had really, really good conversations. A couple of our legislators were involved in some of those meetings as well. And it was very good for our region to see the LSU system's commitment to, and again, it's not just LSUS, it's this region. It's the 400,000 people that live in our metro region. The LSU system is the flagship system of the state. I'm not going to claim that every leader of the system has viewed it that way, but I'm very glad that that is the view right now, that it's the flagship system of the state. It does not serve just Baton Rouge, it serves the entire state. And because we have 400,000 people in this region, it's very important, since this is the 3rd largest metro region, it's very important for the LSU system to make sure that we are served. And again, I can't say enough in thanks to Dr. Jenkins, and Dr. Rick Kobeck was the other one who was up here last week. So those meetings were very, very good, very fruitful, and I think the fact that we went around and talked to so many people and they were able to get their questions answered, I think that really helped a lot. So to give you a few specifics, a few details on what is in that plan, we are able to offer some LSU Baton Rouge degrees either entirely or mostly on this campus. So people that are here in Shreveport-Bossier, and as you know, so many of our students are place-bound. They find it very difficult to travel any distance at all. If they are place-bound, but they still desire a degree in construction management or petroleum engineering, those are the first 2 that we're bringing to campus. Down the road, we're looking at sports administration, international studies, human resource education, and a master's degree in public administration. And then we're looking at some others that are not even written into the plan right now. Those degrees are all degrees that people need, a sizable number of people in this region need, and they just have not been available at LSUS. Those that I just mentioned are all LSU Baton Rouge degrees. And again, the plan is, depending on the degree, either to be able to offer it entirely on this campus or in Shreveport-Bossier, or there will be some where some hands-on experience will have to take place down in Baton Rouge. And the one big example there is hands-on experience in the blowout well for the petroleum engineering degree. A few areas, a few new degree programs that we are developing completely at LSUS. So these are pure LSUS degrees, and they build on what we have done very well in the past. The Doctorate of Education is one that a lot of people are very, very excited about. We have fully developed that program, and now we're looking for the all the levels of approval that we need for an EDD. The letter of intent has been approved by the Board of Supervisors and the Board of Regents. The full program proposal, where we spell out all the details of it, that has been approved by the Board of Supervisors. It's currently at the Board of Regents and undergoing review there. And we also have to gain approval by our biggest accrediting body, the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools. They accredit every university in the southern part of the country. And that's necessary because this is literally a step up for us. We have master's degrees right now, but we don't have any doctoral degrees. And so as we make that next step up, we have to gain that next level of approval. But we know it's going to be popular. Our education programs have been top ranked year after year after year. There is something called the Value Added Survey of Teacher Preparation. It's done every year. LSUS graduates always rank in the top 1, 2, or 3 slots in the state, and we're always in the top in the northern part of the state. I see some LSUS education graduates in the room. So I know they're proud of that, and we're proud of the fact that we've done such a good job, and our graduates go on and do such great work. Now, I might have to twist an arm, and I'll tell you right now, we have 285 people that are interested in that EDD, which is a terrific number, and maybe I can twist an arm and make that 286. There are some other programs that we are developing. Criminal justice has been another area of strength for us for a long, long time. We have a bachelor's in criminal justice, and we are developing, and then we'll send it forward for all the approval, a master's in criminal justice, a bachelor of fine arts in digital media. So again, we've had a bachelor of fine arts for a long, long time, and we have developed the facilities and the expertise that we need to support the entertainment industry and the video game development industry, the mobile phone app industry. So we're taking advantage of that and combining our strength, our traditional strength in fine arts with the newly developed expertise that we have, and we are proposing a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Digital Media. And then there are quite a few other programs. So we're very happy about the fact that we can build on our strength. We see a lot that we can do purely at LSUS, and then we're really thrilled to be able to partner with LSU Baton Rouge and the rest of the system, our colleagues at the Health Sciences Center, and offer more to this region than we have in the past. I have lived in some other states, and so I've compared what has been happening in Louisiana to how other states deal with higher education. And of course, the last 19 years, when I've lived in Louisiana, I've been very interested in just what happens here or what doesn't happen. One thing I've noticed is that there is often a sense in this state that education is an expense. It is viewed as an expense and not as an investment. And I think as you look around at other states and just think about how different states tackle the issue of education, how to pay for it, you see a lot of different approaches. This country is a country in which there are always 50 different experiments going on at any time. Every state has the option to try a different path. I think that for us to be as successful as we could be as a state, we really need to make that shift and not think about education as an expense, but it is an investment for the future. Especially when you talk about a school like LSUS. We are an extraordinary value. When I think about graduates of LSUS and those that we're so proud of, those that are so successful, the commonality that comes to my mind is that when they leave here, they are ready for life. If I had to put it into 3 words, those would be the 3 words. They are ready for life. It's not just that they have a set of skills and that they have been inculcated with values that will serve them well the day they graduate. They do have that, but that's relatively easy. They have the ability to self-assess, be self-aware, constantly reinvent themselves forever after. That's really what we want to bring all of our students to. That's the goal, and that's what we are so proud of. We don't just prepare students for careers. We don't just prepare them to be valued members of society on the day they graduate. We prepare them to be ready to constantly turn out version 2 of themselves, version 3 of themselves forever after, and remain valuable employees, valuable members of society for the rest of their lives. That's it's a hallmark and it's a strength that I want to retain forever, and I think it's something that we build into our path forward. The affordability and value of LSUS is something that I think a lot of people recognize. Those of you that are graduates know is very rare. There are plenty of stories always right now, since we have gone through a period of economic strife, a very long period. both in the state and nationally. So there are plenty of stories asking, is a college degree worth it? I'm not going to argue that if you go to a school where a college degree costs $100,000 or $150,000 or $200,000, that is worth it. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. It really depends on the school and the individual graduate. But I will emphatically argue that an LSUS degree is worth it. Currently, it's about $20,000 total for a 4-year baccalaureate degree. $20,000 is a phenomenal value. When you compare that to the cost of a bachelor's degree elsewhere in the state or around the country, $20,000 just can't be beat. And of course, most of our students do have assistance one way or another, either from their parents or from the state with TOPS, or right now, because of some of our new scholarships, that $20,000 figure is reduced even further, potentially to zero, with our own scholarships on this campus. So our guaranteed scholarships at the top level, they make an LSUS degree completely free. This is a school where we're accessible not just in the ways that might first come to mind. Yes, we're local, so we're accessible that way. We're accessible in that the classes are small. You can find that at some other universities as well. More importantly, from the very first day, when freshmen set foot on this campus and go into their first class, they meet professors. They take classes from professors, many of them, most of them, with the terminal degree in their field. They get involved in their professor's research. So depending on the discipline, it could be research work in a lab. It might be work on a paper. It might be getting involved in some work with a company here in town, some kind of survey. But there are research opportunities and experiences that you just can't find at other universities, often at all as an undergrad. Some of these experiences you can't actually start to gain until you're a graduate student. But here at LSUS, you can start to do that from the very start. Again, that accessibility is just, it's one of our hallmarks. It's very, very rare. You just don't find that in too many places. I've always been extremely proud of our quality. I've always been very, very proud of everything that we do. We are focused on this region. We're focused on the needs of our students and the needs of the employers in this metro region. And everything that we do very, very well. Where we have failed in the past is in breadth. We have not offered the full breadth of programs that a region of our size really deserves and needs.